What's going on in your side of the world?
I'm all right, man. I'm tired. I'm on the opposite side. I'm knackered. I've had a full week of work, so yeah, man. I'm pretty much ready for bed. But no, I'm free for a chat for an hour or two. Yeah, so
I think it goes without saying that now has to be a pretty exciting time in the world of Black Coast because we are less than a week away from the release of this debut album, this thrashing debut album, Our World. Dude, how does it feel to be in the home stretch?
oh man, I honestly can't wait. I really can't wait just to get it out now. Yeah, I'm stoked. I just want people to hear it now. People to start listening to the album. There's so many different tracks there. We haven't let slip yet, so be interesting. I'm interested to see what people throw back at us.
Well, it's super cliched, but it's true. You know, you have your whole life to write a debut album, and then it's just sort of out there, and it kind of exists as this little time capsule of what can be such a long and intense process. How much of your life would you say you've invested into this record?
Oh man, mate, it's at least about 4 years. You know, the whole process from, yes, we had previous EPs with previous Black Coast stuff we've done in the past, but to sit down and kind of the whole process, as you say, to from hitting that first string, as it were, to sitting down and going, okay, we've actually got a body of work we're happy with. You know, it was about 4 or 5 years, man. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming, but it's been. It didn't seem that long, but it's flown by. But now, like you say, it's coming. A couple of weeks and it'll be here, and I can't wait.
Well, I think the album title "Mental" kind of works on a couple levels. Sonically, it is mental in the sense that it is brutal and aggressive. It is vicious and delicious, but it almost acts as almost a character study of a person that is, churning through various stages of mental anguish and
Yeah.
self-destruction and all this shit that can really fuck with someone's brain. Would you
Mm.
venture to call this a very emotionally raw album?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we haven't held back. Unfortunately, Chaz can't be with us tonight, but yeah, Chaz is very open with his lyrics. You know, he's got a lot. He's a very deep guy. You know what I mean? I can say without him being here and getting all whatever. He's a very deep guy. He's got a lot going on. He has a lot. He has a lot in himself that he just holds, within. And he's got a lot of anger, a lot of issues, and like we all have. Everyone, suffers and has mental issues or different things going on, and sometimes life doesn't go your way. And right now I know life isn't going my way, and I hope that'll change with the album release. But it's a very mental. It's a very loud statement, and it's a very aggressive album. I think mentally. I think it's just it's a very strong record, man.
So when you're going through what you're going through and trying to make sense of it all, how do you pour all of that into these songs, even not with the lyrics, but like with the songwriting itself? How do you find the cathartic power in music and I guess use that as a weapon to fight your demons?
Yeah, like I said, he's very open. So I think Chaz releases it all live. I know personally from my experience, like I say, at the end of a busy week, you've got all those stresses and strains, and you're just tired, and you've got all that anguish, and to get on that stage and just have that half an hour of just that release of a loud rock show, man, with the amps and the drums and everything, and that for me is more therapeutic than any yoga session or and I sit down with a drink at the end of the day, man. That for me is my release, and I think I can say the same with Chaz as well. I think the way he writes his lyrics, I think that's his way of getting it out there and letting saying to people, this is what's going on in my head or within me. This is what I feel right now, and this I'm trying to share it with you, and this is the only way I can kind of express myself.
Yeah. Well, on the musical side, what do you reckon was the most, I don't know, I want to venture to say difficult song to bring to life on this record? Like, were there any songs on this record that you listen to and think, fuck, I can't believe we made that work?
There was a couple where we had different ideas, we had different riffs or different choruses, and we kept going back to them going, we can't just scrap it, it's too good to scrap it. And we changed it. I think 8 was one of those songs, we had a really killer riff, and we just kept coming back to that chorus, and I think it's just a really I love that chorus on 8, hence why it's back. Thank God the boys listened to me, and And no, thanks to all Sam Bloor, really, we made it sound absolutely mega. And what we had in our heads, is what we achieved. The sound was massive. But yeah, it was like that, man. It was a lot of chopping and changing, and we didn't know whether we were going to keep it or not. But I'm so glad we did. It's a banger, man.
Yeah. Well, what I want to keep going on those positive vibes. Is there any part, like, are there any songs or particular elements on this record that you're just extra proud of, or that you just can't wait to play live?
I really like playing Paradise live. I really like Paradise. It's a bit of a slower one, and it throws, it's not so, it doesn't really punch you in the face like some of the heavier or faster songs that we've got. So it's a bit slower. It kind of knocks people from the side. They kind of take a step back and kind of look at it as a different way, I think, after that song. Once we play it live, I don't know, the attitude seems to change. Of course, it rips into a bit of a heavier chorus, and at the end of the song, it's fully in, it's in full pelt. But at the start, I think it's definitely a left hook. It throws people off guard.
I feel like there's slower songs, especially on like a heavier record or in a heavier set. They have their place. Like, you can just lock into that groove and kind of get that flow going. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. I love it, man.
So what's next from here? Do you guys have much touring plans locked in for 2022, or any other cool shit you can let us in on?
We've got we're starting to as bands do. We're already starting the writing process. We're trying to crack on with ideas. We've got loads of things we're already trying to work on, different ideas, and it's things are looking good. But yeah, we've got some good tours coming up. We've got with Dead Hearts, terrific UK band. They've released they've announced a UK tours, and thankfully they've said we can join along. And that's going to be wild, man. They haven't been out in a few years, and I think that's going to be a bit of a crazy tour. So yeah, that's one to look out for. So that's in January. But it's all it looks like the world's getting back together, and gigs are slowly coming thick and fast now. So we're trying to get our hands on as many as we can, really.
I got to dial back a bit, because like, you can't just go, oh, we're going to go tours. Oh, well, we got this record, but like, we're going to go tours. You're already writing for record number 2. What the fuck?
Well, it's not. I wouldn't say we're in full pelt writing mode, but we're throwing some riffs around. Yeah, we're throwing some ideas, some titles. We're sculpting that the next image. Yeah, it's there.
Well, as we were saying, you put 4 years into this record, and it's sort of like this time capsule. Do you see the band going in very, like, I don't want to say weird, but like unprecedented directions in the next stuff?
We have a lot of the good thing about Black Coast is we're very broad as opposed to what we listen to. We have a lot of different styles. Chaz's main influences are stuff like The Neighborhood and I don't know, Radiohead, but then I don't know, when we're in the car together, I whack some Typo Negative on or something, and he's totally vibing to that. And then I don't know, and then I brought Power Trip on, and then Scott's got fucking Pantera or Priest blasting, and we throw all these influences, and I know it's cliche again, but we throw them in a pot, and we just seem to get this kind of weird mixture. So it's exciting when we write, because it's not just the typical thing. I don't expect Chaz to throw out that typical vocal line. He always got some surprises for me. So I'm fucking interested in what we've got coming up. It's going to be really cool, man.
I feel like halfway between The Neighborhood and Pantera is a good way to classify.
I can't believe I just quoted those two bands as kind of the influences of Black Coast, but that's kind of true. Yeah, it's a weird mix, but that's us. Yeah,
it works. Yeah, I will be totally honest. I am all out of shit to ask. Is there anything else you reckon the great guys, gals, and non-binary pals of the faction ought to know about Mental?
See, it's just a real song about it's a song about saying it's okay to feel the way we do sometimes. As I've said, it's all, we all have these rough patches, and we all have these up and down times, but it's okay to to not feel yourself or not feel okay, and to want help and to get help, and not to know where help. It's all of that thing, man. We're just trying to say that we're feeling that pain too, and it's not just you struggling out there. So I know I can't talk very much on the lyric side, but again, it's just we're there, we're with you, we're struggling too, and we're feeling the same pains and